Okay, so it is Tuesday night at Strangeways, and we've been doing poetry at Strangeways every Tuesday for the last month and a half, give or take, and I'm doing a triptych tonight of some of my Psychosis poems. Now, for those of you familiar with the channel, you already know that I have a history of writing about love and psychosis, and mostly I post love on this channel. But tonight we're going to take a deep dive into some of my Psychosis poems, and we have 3 of them tonight. So, the first one is Before the Psychosis, or Nietzsche Was Right. There was a vacuum in my mind, and it struggled with the elements of daily life. Simple things, such as finding time for counseling and therapy, was in the wake of my suicidal separation, spattered with fear and worry. Specifically, I was worried that I would offend everyone, or that I had already. Time stretched before me in long, looping waves as I tried surfing home, work, late night, early morning, and there was a breaking point when I was so far deep in my fear that I freaked out and scurried out of the downtown snack shack while hiding my crazy, while hiding my sanity, while hiding my brain as I checked my privilege. I carried that interaction into my drama, my psychosis, and the light bulbs began to shatter from the wild current flow smashing up, and the lights did shatter into bright explosions as though piled upon thought in front of my broken heart. And how broken I was, dazzled by the lights over Pioneer Square, or the ads on Craigslist, or the musicians on my radio app, or the street signs, or how my plates might have been switched. The vortex sucked me in until I was lost in the noise. So that's 1. 2. Going vegetarian for the wrong reasons. I was afraid. My son was taller, more muscular, and I was sure that he had been replaced by an actor. I was alone. I saw a truck of dairy followed by 2 dump trucks, and I knew it was a sign. A sign from the kidnapper, I told myself. Hallucinations, delusions ran through my skull. They bounced and played raucous as I began to lose all control. If I ate meat, I could lose my son forever. Eating meat could kill him. But a little meat never killed nobody. My psychosis hid no room for such thoughts. The honeycomb of wasps buzzed and thudded on my brain, and why not? If my son were replaced and in danger, anything is possible, even going vegetarian to appease imagined angry voices. And 1 more. The night I parked on Wall Street. In Everett as it seemed, I had been walking in a dream, and it seemed so much so my parent found time to fetch me by coming round. From St. Louis he flew, but allowed me to roam as we began to pack where I had called home. This is the tale of one of those nights where I left to follow signs and street lights. I parked my car and did not wait to take stock of where, like a horse out the gate. I had begun, you see, to find meaning in signs, obviously placed there for me. Begin the unraveling of the traveling, as I visited the snack shack with a princess on a Snickers. I wasn't me when I was hungry. With my meager funds, I bought some vegan ramen. Soon, it said, but I did not eat it as soon as I could. Stowed into a bag, it was part of a wider tapestry of winter lights in November. Still warm, not bitter, but beautiful. The tableau was Norman Rockwell, and I was in the thick of directionless tugs. A bus stops for me. I do not get on, but I ask for instructions, to which they offer directions. I take them and, not comprehending, nod and smile and thanks, and away they go. I paused at the Funko building, lights focused on the gigantic Funko characters on the skywalk by the building. I crossed through the theater park and earlier the Ever Park. All these things, intimidating and magical in their enormity, as I lost myself looking for my car, until some spirited kids yelled at me from their car. I whipped my head to where they were pointing. Pencils I had seen on my way to the car, tall, stately, dwarfing me, pushing me to remember the cross street. It can't be far, I told my feet. And passing the test, there was my car, not far from the west edge of town. I hopped in and took myself home. How my dad let me leave, the world may never know. For the foreseeable future, there is going to be Tuesday poetry at Strange Ways karaoke in Everett, Washington on Colby Avenue, and we'd love to see you there. See you Tuesday.